Welcome back. Right now we are going to focus on the flu shot and answer all your questions that you might have about why it's important to get your flu shot this year and what you need to know about that, as well as the COVID-19 vaccine. Dr. Ernest Grant is joining us right now, president of the American Nurses Association. Dr. Grant, thanks so much for being here. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and thank you for having me.
I'm looking forward to learning more about this. Now, last year, the flu wasn't a huge issue, and so many people may feel like they don't need to get vaccinated, or they may be concerned about how that might interact with other vaccinations they're getting. So what are you telling people who ask about the necessariness of getting this vaccine this year?
We are telling people and encouraging them to get a flu shot this year. We're trying to avoid what we anticipate may be a twindemic, that is a flu epidemic, as well as the continuation of the COVID-19 pandemic. Last year, everyone was doing all the proper things that reduced the spread of the flu, such as staying home, washing their hands frequently, waiting the 6 feet apart, wearing the mask. And as the country has begun to open up, and we see less and less people waiting that 6 feet apart. They're not washing their hands as frequently. All those things there, it's going to be the perfect storm for not only the potential of a resurgence of COVID, but also a resurgence of the flu epidemic as well.
Dr. Grant, with them just opening up the COVID vaccine for kids 5 to 11 and also the booster becoming more available, what is the advice that you can give on people about getting the flu shot and the COVID shot if they're needing to get them at similar times?
That's a really great question. The CDC guidelines, the latest guidelines are that you can get both injections at the same time. However, we do urge that you do that in consultation with your healthcare provider. Some people who may have immunocompromised, immune systems, it may be best for them to take one shot, one time, and then perhaps go back, 2 or 3 weeks later and get the other shot. But for most people, who are, well and healthy, they can get both the flu shot and the COVID-19 vaccine at the same time.
And Dr. Grant, what's your message to everyone about this flu season and about the flu vaccine?
My message is that the flu season should be taken seriously. We cannot let our guard down. Everyone needs to get vaccinated so that we do not have a severe flu epidemic. The flu changes every year. The strains changes from one year to the next. So even if you got the flu shot last year or made it safely through without getting the flu last year, that doesn't mean that you're going to be immune from getting it this year. So that's why it's extremely important that everyone, particularly people though who may have chronic conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, upper respiratory illnesses, allergies, things of that sort, that those individuals especially get the flu shot this year.
And Dr. Grant, where can people go to find this important information about the flu shot?
Well, they can go to the website flushotfridays.com and there's a list of frequently asked questions that are there. There's also the CDC website, and they can also get information by calling their healthcare provider or their local pharmacy. And at that point, even with their local pharmacy, they can ask for the opportunity maybe to schedule an appointment to come in and get the flu shot so they don't have to wait while doing that. But there are a lot of options for anyone to be able to log on and get the information that they need.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Ernest Grant, for spending time with us here on Proxy Television. Really appreciate this important information about staying healthy throughout this flu season this year. We'll be back with more here on Mountain Connections right after this.